Alabama. Roll On North America Tour, presented by Kenworth. Saturday, October 19th, Wells Fargo Arena. Special guest, Exile. Alabama, live. All your favorite songs from the greatest country band of all time. On sale now at HighVTix.com. Produced by Outback Presents.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
My wife and I went to go see Hamilton on Broadway.
It Ain't Right Tour 2024.
Oh my God, it is amazing. We saw it. Oh, it changed me it changed me. Now, as soon as I hear that, I'm like, I ain't gonna like this.
Sebastian Maniscalco, live on stage in Des Moines, Wells Fargo Arena, December 15th, 2024. Get tickets now at livenation.com. For more, visit sebastianlive.com.
You're an unsung hero, so I'll sing this song for you. Nobody's trying to understand it, make a noise and make it clear. We're not gonna stay in silence, we're not gonna live in fear.
All Access.
An inside look at what it takes to operate Iowa's largest entertainment and convention facilities. This is Iowa Events Center All Access. From Iowa Everywhere.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of All Access here on the Iowa Everywhere Podcast Network. Matt Van Winkle, Adam Flack, Director of Marketing at the Iowa Event Center. Adam, we missed you last week. We had Chris fill in for you, but man, it was a busy week over there at the Iowa Event Center. A lot of announcements that came your way.
Yeah, you probably got the better end of the deal there, having Chris come on and educate the audience. I listened to that back this week, and obviously a lot of great things happening here, and glad he could come on and talk about a lot of the financial performance and some of those things that we've announced recently. But yeah, it was a busy week for us from an announcement and show standpoint. So we had the Brooks and Dunn announcement, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra announcement. Both of those shows went on sale for future dates, and then had Cage the Elephant Friday night, which from all accounts was a great night.
Fantastic. Yeah. Good to have concerts back in the arena. It's been a while since you guys had a big concert. So saw the pictures from that. Looked like a nice show.
It was a great show. It was the first show since the ice went back in. So at the end of last week, was real busy in terms of putting the hockey ice back in for the season. Obviously, we have the NHL game coming up this Sunday. So, I had a meeting over there this morning, and the chill is in the air, as they say, because the ice is down. And pretty interesting. I think you and Chris probably talked about it, but we had to put the Iowa Wild ice down and then cover it with white and put our logos and stuff down for the NHL game. So that's all been done. We're getting ready to welcome those teams this Sunday, and bring a jacket with you to the arena.
We'll get into all of that. The announcements that you mentioned. Want to remind you that Iowa Event Center presents this podcast, All Access, here every week. Every Tuesday will be in your podcast feeds with me and Adam. So hey, you went to a cool event this past week, and you were up in the Twin Cities. You got to catch a Vikings-Niners game.
Yeah, every year we try to take my son to a football game. We've been traveling the Big 12, trying to find those Iowa State away games that we can go to. Yeah. And this year with Purdy playing up in Minneapolis, we decided to make a family trip up to Minnesota to see the Vikings 49ers on Sunday. What a great stadium. I'd been there before for a conference and gotten to tour it, but to see a game there, and the fans were incredible. Everybody, from the concession workers to the ushers to everybody we came in contact was great. So the fan experience up in Minneapolis was phenomenal. The Vikings Village out front, you see a lot of stadiums and arenas doing more fan activation and different things out front with tailgate games and bands and other things going on. And they absolutely did it right up there in Minnesota. Game didn't go in our favor. We're 49ers fans because of Brock Purdy, but
sure.
It wasn't a very clean game for either team. The Vikings ended up getting a win.
Well, me, I'm a lifelong 49ers fan pre-Brock Purdy And it's been 32, 33 years now since we've won there. So
Has it really? I didn't know that.
It has been, yeah, since Steve Young was the quarterback. So
Oh, wow.
yeah. So, well, the 49ers have bigger goals than beating the Vikings. We'll just leave it at that.
That's right. Where our seats were, we're pretty high up in the end zone, so you can really see every play develop. And that 97-yard touchdown pass, to Jefferson you could see it coming. You could see him get behind the defense, and then the ball was just perfectly thrown. So, yeah, good for Sam Darnold getting a win and a lot of season left.
Might be kind of the tech geek in me, but that stadium is equipped fully with like Wi-Fi capabilities. There's like not a dead spot in the whole arena too. I think there's like wireless spots at the end of every row. So it's kind of cool because you can be you can be on your phone, you can watch highlights and stuff on your phone, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, what's incredible is, we built the arena 20 years ago, opened it up about 20 years ago, and now these big stadiums are able to get wireless coverage into every seat. And I mean, a ton of planning goes into that. To retrofit our arena to do the same thing. There's a lot of retrofitting and a lot of dollars involved in that. So being able to do that right from the jump and knowing, what technology you want was great foresight on their end. But it's just incredible how much things have changed, just in the last 20 years in terms of technology and the ability to get people connected to their phones inside the arena.
Yeah, US Bank Stadium, definitely a cool place. And the architect of that was an Iowa State alum. So I learned that a couple of years ago. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool fun fact. Hey, so you guys had a cool announcement just Monday. The Harlem Globetrotters coming back to Wells Fargo Arena Sunday, January 12th.
Yeah, another trip for the Globetrotters. That event has gone, back and forth between January and March or April. Last year was in January and was a great night. So, decided to add that back into the schedule at that time of the year. We'll actually have another announcement coming up here in the next couple of weeks with another family event that's going to butt up right against that on that Friday, Saturday. And then we go the Globetrotters game on that Sunday afternoon. So Globetrotters are always fun. The Savannah Bananas were in town just a couple weeks ago. The Globetrotters, the basketball version, the original, I guess we'll call it, and always put on a good show.
Those tickets go on sale Monday, September 30th at 10 a.m., so just a couple weeks out for that. But be on the lookout for those. Harlem Globetrotters coming back to Wells Fargo Arena January 12th. Well, last week you guys dropped a big bomb on us. Brooks and Dunn is coming to Wells Fargo Arena in 2025, April 24th. And those tickets are on sale, and from all accounts, people are buying those tickets up.
Man, people were ready to see Brooks and Dunn again. It's we were pleasantly surprised about the way that the ticket sales went. We kind of knew it was going to be a good, just based on the response that we got with the announcement. But it's one of those shows that they didn't allow any pre-sales. So typically you have your fan club gets a first access and our internal cyber club. And so you kind of get a sense for how it's going to go. For this one, nothing. Everybody had the same access on Friday morning at 10. Nice. So you're always nervous when that happens because you're trying to guess how it's going to go. And from that initial Friday on sale through the weekend, a lot of tickets were sold and still have some good tickets available at HiVTix.com. But you don't want to wait too long for that one because everybody's excited to see Brooks and Dunn and David Lee Murphy. Yeah,
Brooks and Dunn, the Neon Moon Tour 2025. I looked at their website. It doesn't even look like there's like too many dates out there. So it's cool that Des Moines got on the list for this 2025 tour.
Yeah, it's a small route. I want to say 12 to 14 venues.
Yeah.
So, and I think they're playing some places that they haven't played in arenas for a while. I think they're back at the State Fair a couple years ago, but, come see them inside the arena, and it sounds like people are ready for that.
Very cool. I had to refamiliarize myself with Brooks and Dunn. I like country, but I'm not like a 90s, 80s country kind of guy. So I had to kind of refamiliarize myself, but I was definitely knew some of the big hits that they've had. So I'm looking forward to that show.
Yeah, a lot of people around here were talking just that they're performers. It's a show when you come. They're not gonna like George Strait and stand there and sing. They'll get into it, and everything that we've heard is it's pretty good production.
Very cool. Looking forward to that. Again, that show is not until April 2025, but get your tickets now because, like we said, those are going through pretty quickly through ticket orders. So April 24th, Wells Fargo Arena. Looking forward to that show. All right, you guys also had another one go on sale, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, November 14th show, and Pentatonics. Both of those tickets, those November and December shows, are on sale, right?
They are, yeah. Trans-Siberian Orchestra just went on sale. Again, the first time it's been back in 9 or 10 years. We're right at the front of that Christmas, that holiday season on November 14th. I think we're the second date on the tour. They always start, for whatever reason, in Council Bluffs. They rehearse there. They play there every year. So that kicks off their tour every year. And they're, they'll play there November 13th and then back to Des Moines on November 14th. So excited to have them back. It's an all new show based off of their Lost Christmas album. And if you've never been, it's pyrotechnics. It's great guitars. It's a rock show. It's a rock orchestra and a lot of fun.
Yeah. Love hearing them on the radio around Christmas time.
Right.
So cool band to see live, I'm sure, too. It looks like quite the production that they put on with that. Speaking of productions, you guys have been getting ready for the big hockey game, the Des Moines Community Classic, that's coming up this Sunday, 6 o'clock puck drop. Doors open at 4:30 for that, between the St. Louis Blues and the Utah Hockey Club.
Yeah, it's finally here.
It's
It's been a long time since when we were talking about booking the game, and then the sale went through, and then you actually get the game. And so we've been talking about it a long time. We've got some great partners with Community Choice and some others that have jumped on board and are ready to help present the game. It should be an exciting night of hockey. I've followed the Utah. They've had rookie camp and they've had a couple rookie scrimmages. But again, first time that the full team will be together and hitting the ice is the Utah Hockey Club. And from what I saw on their jerseys or their sweaters, pretty cool branding, and we're excited to have them.
Andy Fales had to remind me that the last time the St. Louis Blues were here, they went on to win the Stanley Cup that
Correct.
year. And I know we've talked about the Warriors did the same thing in their preseason. So, well, you never know. The Utah Hockey Club may do it in their first year. Who knows? I know it's not likely, but
yeah, I know.
Maybe it's St. Louis. Who knows?
Thinking back to when we had the GM from Utah on the podcast, I don't know that he's ready to declare them ready for the Stanley Cup, but maybe the Blues will be back. I'm sure Fales will be happy with that.
Hey, can we give away a pair of tickets to this? I think we should do that for our listeners. How about that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do it. Hey, so if you want to go to the Des Moines Community Classic, St. Louis Blues, Utah Hockey Club on Sunday, just email me, matt@iowaeverywhere.com, matt@iowaeverywhere.com, and just let me know why you want to go to the game. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of people. I know we just gave away a pair on Murph and Andy, and we're going to give away a pair coming up on Two Guys on Thursday. So we got a few pairs to give away, and we appreciate you guys for doing that.
And these will be great seats in the 100 level down around the goal. So you'll be able to get good, real close to the action and see live hockey. So the speed of the game is something, if you haven't been to a hockey game before, will be incredible.
And if you want to bring the family down, those tickets are still on sale, as Adam said, HyVeeTix.com. And if you do still go to that promotions tab on the top, you can enter the promo code everywhere. We got discounted tickets to Iowa Everywhere listeners for that as well. Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week, Adam, you guys have another a convention over in Hy-Vee Hall, I believe. It's the Capital City Card Convention.
Yeah, it's a good show for us. They're here 2 or 3 times a year. Always a lot of vendors. I heard they're sold out with like over 220 vendors this year. Nice. Just dealers from across the country. So a lot of sports cards. Pokemon's big. Any of those trading cards are good. Memorabilia, there's a couple vendors there that will have the memorabilia. I saw on their website, they've got somebody with some really old Wrigley Field ushers chairs or something. Ooh, so nice. Yeah, you can see some unique stuff down here. They also have, I think a couple card graders, I'm not sure what the companies are called, but they come down, you can bring your cards and get them graded to see what kind of condition they're in if you're looking to sell. So yeah, it's a full 3 days of card back and forth trading and buying and selling, and a couple autograph signings as well coming up.
Yeah, you were telling me a couple that they have confirmed so far. That's the cool thing about these events. They bring in some celebrities, some pro athletes, some retired pro athletes. WWE Hall of Famer Rob Van Dam is going to be here Sunday from 11 to 3. And then Dante Culpepper, all right, Saturday from noon to 2. So I guess you could call them both athletes. Wrestlers are athletes. I
would say they're athletes. Yeah, seeing what they do, I would say that's pretty athletic.
We've been there.
Yeah, Culpepper, again, we talk about a Viking coming in. That's a pretty cool signing. I haven't seen him do a lot of signings before, so that's great that they have him coming in right here at the beginning of football season. And obviously WWE continues to be huge and their popularity is growing. So biggest thing for that is you do need a ticket to the event plus the upgraded autograph ticket as well. So make sure to go to the Capital City Card Convention website and get all that information before you come down.
Definitely know there's a lot of 𝗙𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 fans. I feel like I see a lot of those 𝗙𝗃𝗃, like those 90 or those like older Vikings looking, those really like silky purple jerseys floating around. So
that's what's pretty cool about the NFL. I mean, the number of jerseys that you see at those games. Like, I feel like you see more jerseys at an NFL game than you do at a typical college game that you go to for whatever reason. And you've got, all eras of jerseys coming in. I don't know. I saw a Brett Favre Vikings jersey, a lot of Joe Montana stuff, and you can definitely tell if that's a new purchase as a throwback or if it's something that's original.
Well, that's kind of the funny thing about pro sports. So it's like, when you're a kid, like you kind of latch onto these players, and it's like when you get older, that's like the jersey you want to wear, right? Like I'm a Giants baseball fan, so I have like a Tim Lincecum jersey. That's still like the jersey that I want to wear, or like a Buster Posey, but like. Yeah, until these teams get like superstars. But I know the Vikings obviously have like Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, and stuff like that. So they've got some pretty big players, but it is kind of fun to see the different generations represented there with the names on the back of their jerseys.
Yeah, and it's really cool when you look at the 49ers, very traditional. They haven't had a lot of logo changes or uniform changes. Right. So most of the uniforms look pretty similar when you come in. And the Vikings are the same way, subtle differences. When you get to those teams that change their branding every 5 or 6 years and change their colors, that's when you get a whole smorgasbord of different jerseys that seem to be floating around the stadiums.
And then this Friday, indoor soccer, I know they had their first indoor game a couple weeks back, right? And then this Friday, you'll have Mexico, the national team, versus Brazil's national team. That's over at Hy-Vee Hall too, right?
Over in Hy-Vee Hall, yep, some indoor soccer. So you'll have the card convention happening and probably in Hall A, I think is where that typically happens. And then the indoor soccer in Halls B and C. And so it'll be a busy down here. The tickets are available for that. You can get them at the door. You can buy them in advance. You can get down here for $36. But then if you want a family 4-pack, or if you want to bring a group of 10 plus, maybe your youth soccer team wants to come down, there are discounts available for that too, which is all can all be found at HyVeeTix.com.
So the seating for that, do they bring in bleachers type seating for that, or in the halls?
Yeah. So we have bleachers on site here that we'll put out for all Iowa Attack basketball tournaments or the state dance and drill team or a game like this. So it's bleacher seating, just like you'd see like in a high school gym. We just roll some of those out and get them set and ready to go.
Cool, man. It'll be busy down there in the halls. Maybe some people will
float over
from getting their cards checked out to checking out some soccer.
That's right. A little cross promotion.
Absolutely. And then kind of as we look ahead to October, obviously you saw in the pre-roll there for King and Country, Saturday, October 5th. And then Luke Bryan that next day, Sunday, October 6th, that rescheduled show.
Yeah, rescheduled to October 6th. Still tickets available for that. You had a few people that, wanted a refund, couldn't make the new date. So make sure you go to HyVeeTix.com, take a look, and there's some really good seats available right now. And so we're looking forward to having Luke Bryan show up here on October 6th.
Yeah, and then you round out with a couple other big concerts in October. Alabama, Saturday, October 19th, and then Pink bringing the house down Thursday, October 24th. So, man, some great shows coming through this fall.
Mix in the start of the Iowa Wild hockey season, and you've got it's the season. It's time for us to get busy again. And that Pink show, that's the one that everybody's pointing to. It's been sold out for quite some time, and getting ready to show Des Moines what she does here on this new tour. Because it's been 11 or 12 years since she's been back.
It'll be good to have her back in the state of Iowa. We'll welcome her with open arms anytime she wants to come back. We love when Pink comes to town. And then one last time, it's as we said this Sunday, the Des Moines Community Classic. One more time, how people can get tickets for that.
Yeah, you can get them at HyVeeTix.com. There's tickets available in most price levels still. You can get those all the way leading up to game time, or if you aren't sure you can make it and then decide Sunday you want to, you can always buy them when you get here. But we do encourage you to buy in advance and have your tickets ready when you get here. So again, doors open at 4:30, games at 6.
Fantastic. And a little birdie maybe told me that the Iowa Everywhere logo may be somewhere around the ice.
It is in the ice now. It looks great. Right down by the goals, one on each side. So I'll get you a photo here in a little bit.
Fantastic. I can't wait to see that. I'll have to stop down and on Sunday and make sure I get a firsthand account. That'll be
That's
awesome.
right.
I'll get those glass seats right up on the glass so I can get a nice view of that.
There
If
you
you're
go.
there at the game too, take a picture and tag us as well at Iowa Everywhere. Cool, Adam. Well, we're looking forward to it. A lot of busy things happening in around Wells Fargo Arena, Iowa Event Center. We appreciate you taking the time and doing this.
Yeah, Matt, thank you. And we'll look forward to seeing everybody down here this weekend.
Awesome. Sounds good. For Adam Flack, I am Matt Van Winkle signing off from the Channel Seed Studios. Another episode of All Access presented by the Iowa Event Center.